How did I get good at doing data structures and algorithms? Hi, my name's David. I'm a freelance web developer now, but I formerly used to have a software engineering job. Today I'm filming from Seoul, Korea. Just got here today as I'm doing some traveling throughout Asia. Long day, traveled from Jeju to Seoul today. The flight wasn't long, but we had to take a bus from our place to stay at in Jeju, and then have to take the train from the airport here in Seoul to our accommodation, which adds up to the travel time. And I thought I'll make a video today as I'm walking around the neighborhood for the first time here, and then I'll help you out with data structures, because that was something I struggled a lot with when I was looking for my job after boot camp. And I know that I got my first job a few years ago. I don't remember the exact date, but I know that AI might have gotten away with some data structure algorithm type problems, but I know that they still exist. People still use them to test candidates out, so I'll make this video today. So coming back out of coding bootcamp, I used to do leak code, and I did it during the coding bootcamp because I knew this was a difficult thing. I knew a lot of people talk about these infamous coding interviews from like Google and so forth, and I came in expecting that it would be hard. But it was just, the level of difficulty was very hard. I remember in my coding bootcamp, we did a couple of these problems to practice. One was a very easy, a string manipulation one. And then the other one, a couple of ones it was just a leap in skill level, and I wasn't able to do it in the time. But I thought, hey, once the coding bootcamp finished, I should be ready. And then I started applying for jobs. And after applying for jobs, I started getting traction. And I remember this one interview invite I got with IBM. And I was so excited for it. It wasn't an interview invite, it was just a coding assessment. I was just happy that a company got back to me, and I got an opportunity to prove myself through this assessment. So I took a few days before to study, did some leak code problems, and then I got to it. It was like a timed HackerRank problem, and I got to it, and there was like 2 of them, and during the time I only got half of the first question right. Everything else ran out of time. I couldn't figure it out, and I just had to submit what I had. And of course, we just submit half a question right for 2 questions. I didn't get invited for an interview. So that really woke me up on what to expect from these screenings. They're a lot more difficult than I thought. So I would practice a lot. I'll do leak code, and it was tough because just doing the easy problems were difficult. And people say like easy problems are easy, and then I would just look at all these solutions that other developers did, and I was like, wow, how do you even come up with that? So it would take me like 2 days to just do one problem at times, because I had to like understand the 2 days as in giving it a go at first, not knowing how to do it, and then just spending the time looking at the answers, trying to make sense of these solutions through the forums, and then trying to do it myself without looking at the answers. That would take me something like 2 days to do for just one easy problem. And then there were people just popping out these questions like it was nothing. So I struggled with these easy ones, and I made YouTube videos too about it because I wanted to get better at communicating how I solve these problems, because I knew that not only did I need to get the correct answer, I also have to be able to communicate my coding answer during the interview. So I practiced my ability to talk to pseudocode of what I was going to do, and then do it, and just talk about the efficiency of it. And now I'll spend a lot of time like following other YouTubers of how they solve their problems, just taking notes. Usually they'll solve it in a different programming language too, so I have to match the syntax of it. So it took an incredible amount of time just watching tutorials on it, creating my own tutorials, solving them. I would spend a lot of time studying for these interview type problems, but the problem was that I was so narrowed in, I'll forget about the other stuff in coding, like the front end React stuff, CSS, database, APIs, and then it just felt like a cycle of like you focus on one area, and then all the different areas like dip down, and then you have to choose the next area, and then all the other areas of your programming knowledge kind of dips down. So it's tough managing coding interview problems with the rest of the other coding concepts. But nonetheless, I studied it, I did it. The full-time job I got, I needed to know how to use, I needed to pass a data structure and algorithm problem, live coding with an interviewer to see. And also for the apprenticeship program too, I needed to complete a timed algorithm problems. So they came in handy at the time.